Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mrs. Angelo, and today we're going to talk about creating numbers using a specific set of directions. All right, so we started this unit by creating least and greatest numbers, just taking a certain set of digits and creating either the greatest number or the least number that we could. So I'm going to show you what we have worked on previously to this. So what basically led us to this point. There we go. All right, so we have a certain set of digits, and we had used these digits to create greatest or least numbers. So it just depends on whatever the direction was. So a certain set of directions. So for our purposes, I'm going to get rid of these for just a moment. And I want to take these digits and I want to create the greatest number that I can create. So what that means is that I'm starting with my lowest number or my least number all the way to the right. And then I should end up with my greatest number all the way to the left, or vice versa, the greatest number to the left, least number to the right. So I'm going to take, and I'm going to do the least number to the right. 2, and then 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that is my greatest number. Now, if I was to switch this out, these two. Okay, here we've got a new set of numbers. Now I want to create the least number using these specific set of digits. So the least number means I should have the greatest number all the way to the right. That is my least number, 12,468. If that was the direction, create the least number with a certain set of directions. So now we're going to talk about creating the greatest or the least number using a specific set of directions, but there are multiple directions. So in order to do this, the first thing we should do is draw a place value chart. That needs to be done. Let me get a different marker. I shouldn't be using that one on paper. Okay. Let me go all the way to here. All right, so I have my spaces. Now I need to label them. All the way to the right is my ones place. Then I have my tens place, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and millions.
How you doing?
Fine. All right, so now we're going to talk about what we worked on today, which was creating a certain number using multiple stipulations, multiple rules. So we're going to start off with just 3 digits. We'll start here. And the first rule or the first stipulation is to create the least number. So I'm going to create the least number by putting the greatest digit in the ones place, tens, hundreds. Okay, so I've created the greatest or the least number. Now, the second part of this is that the largest digit has to be in the tens place. So for us, what that is saying is that my largest digit, which is the 8, has to be in the tens place. So it has to be here. So I'm going to move that here. But we cannot have more than one digit in a place value. The house is too small, they don't fit. So we have to move either to the left or to the right based on wherever the empty space is located. So since my empty space is located here to my right, we're going to move this a place digit over to the right so that the 8 can fit in where it belongs. So the least number that I could create with the greatest digit being in the tens place is 182 using these 3 digits. All right. All right, here's my next set of digits, 8, 5, 1, and 7. And I need to create the greatest number using these 4 digits, the greatest number that I can use with these 4 digits. So what that means is my smallest digit has to go in the ones place. And then I will just follow through, putting them in order here from greatest to least. That gives me 8,751. Now, if the stipulation is that the greatest digit has to be in the tens place, that means here, the 8 is my greatest digit. It has to move to the tens place. Has to be here. Well, that creates a problem because there are 2 digits in this one place value. My open place value is this place, so I'm going to move to the left. 1 digit over, creating my space for my 8, which is required to be in the tens place. So the greatest number that I could create with these digits and the stipulation of the 8 having to be in the tens place is 7,581. All right, so here are my next set of digits. I have 99841. I want to create the least number that I can create using these set of digits. So that means my greatest digit has to go in the ones. And then my next available digit would be the next 9 would go in the tens, 8 in the hundreds, 4 in the thousands, and 1 in the 10,000s. Now the stipulation is that the 9 from the tens place has to be in the thousands place. The 9 from the tens place has to be in the thousands place. So that means I have to move this guy over to the thousands place. Now this creates a jam or too many people in the house. So we need to move, and we are going to move to the right. We're moving to the right because that's where the empty space is, to the right of where we put it. So this guy would move over 1. This guy would move over 1, creating the space for this guy to be here, which gives me 19,489 is the least greatest number that I could create if one of the 9s had to be in the thousands place. Here are my next set of digits. I have 148396. And I want to create the greatest number that I can create using these digits. So I'm going to take my smallest number and I'm going to start that in my ones. And I'm going to put them in order from greatest to least, but I'm starting with the least side and working my way back. 5, 6, 8, and 9. All right, so that gives me 986,431. All right, so I have this number. Now the stipulation is that the 4 in the hundreds place, the 4 has to be in the 10,000s place. The 4 has to be in the 10,000s place. So that means that this digit has to move here. Now, because there are 2 people in this house, we need to move these other digits because we can only have 1. The open space is to the right of where it is, which means that everything needs to move to the right. So the 6 is going to move to the right. Then the 8 is going to move to the right, and that creates the spot for the 4. So the greatest number I can create if the 4 has to be in the 10,000s place using these set of digits is 948,631. All right, so now we're going to look at the way a typical problem would look similar to FSA. There we go. It says use the digits indicated below to determine the least possible number with the smallest digit in the 10,000s place. So the first place that I want to start with this is my place value chart, which we already have right here. Now I'm going to take my digits and I'm going to place my digits in order from least to greatest. So that means the greatest digit's going to be here. And my greatest digit on this set is the number 8. And when I'm done, I cross that number out to make sure that I know that I've used it. All right, next is going to be 6. Then 5. 4. 3. 1. 0. Now, the reason why I start in the ones place is because I don't want to start over here in the millions and not have enough digits for the millions, or start in the hundred thousands and not have enough. So if I start doing it reverse, I make sure that all the numbers are in their correct place value, because that will make a difference. Now, once I have that, I can look at the next direction or stipulation with the smallest digit in the 10,000 place. So I have to find my smallest digit, which I know is in my millions place right now because I had to put them in order from least to greatest. And it needs to go to the 10,000 place. So it needs to move over. All right. So it is now going to be here. And now this number no longer exists. So this is an empty spot. Where I placed it, the empty spot is now to the left, which means these digits have to move over. So that means my 3 is going to move over to here. And my 1 is going to move over to here. And then there's nobody else in this house. So 4 can stay where it is. 5 can stay where it is. 6 can stay where it is. 8 can stay where it is. So with these specific digits and this set of directions, the smallest or the least number with the smallest digit in the 10,000s place, I can create 1,304,568. All right, I hope this video helps. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.